Tutu knows best. Many years ago, in a village in Hawaii, a big ohana lived in a small hale. "It's so crowded in here," Papa said. "I don't have room to change my mind." "It's so noisy in here," Mama said. "I can't hear myself think." With so many people and so much noise, the children quarreled and cried, and the grown-ups scolded all day. At night, everyone tossed and turned and groaned so much hardly anyone could sleep. One day, Mama said, "I can't stand this one more hour. Papa, you must do something." "I'll go see Tutu," Papa said. "She'll know what to do." And off he went. "Tutu," Papa said, "our hale is so crowded and noisy that we are all miserable. What shall we do?" "Tell me," said Tutu, "are there hens and roosters outside your hale?" Papa nodded. "What about Pueo?" Tutu asked. "Yes, Pueo too," Papa said. "Good," said Tutu. "You must take the hens, the roosters, and the Pueo into your hale." Papa was a bit surprised, but everyone knew Tutu was wise, so he said, "Yes, Tutu." And he did as she said. With the hens, roosters, and Pueo inside the small hale, it was even more crowded and noisy. Now, along with the quarreling, crying, scolding, tossing, turning, and groaning, there was pecking, squawking, flapping, and hooting. Everyone quarreled even more all day and slept even less at night. Mama had to shout to be heard. "I can't stand this one more minute. Papa, you must do something." "I'll go back to Tutu," Papa said. "She'll know what to do." And off he went. "Tutu," Papa said, "our hale is even more crowded and noisy. Life is more miserable than ever. What shall we do?" "Tell me," said Tutu, "are there pigs and dogs outside your hale?" "Yes," said Papa. "What about turkeys?" "Yes, turkeys too," said Papa. "Good," said Tutu. "You must take the pigs, dogs, and turkeys inside your hale." Papa was very surprised, but everyone knew Tutu was wise, so he answered, "Yes, Tutu." And he did as she said. With the pigs, dogs, and turkeys inside the small hale, it was even more crowded and noisy. Along with the quarreling, crying, scolding, tossing, turning, groaning, pecking, squawking, flapping, and hooting, now there was oinking, barking, and gobbling. Everyone quarreled even more all day, and no one slept a wink at night. Mama had to scream to be heard. "I can't stand this one more second. Papa, you must do something." So Papa paid Tutu another visit. He was so exhausted from all the quarreling, crying, scolding, tossing, turning, and groaning, pecking, squawking, flapping, hooting, oinking, barking, and gobbling, he had only enough energy to whisper, "Please, Tutu, our hale is even more crowded and noisy. Life is even more miserable. You must help us." "Here is what you must do," said Tutu. "Remove the hens, roosters, Pueo, pigs, dogs, and turkeys from your hale." Papa was startled, but everyone knew Tutu was wise, so he answered, "Yes, Tutu." And he did as she said. With no more pecking, squawking, flapping, oinking, barking, or gobbling, the children stopped quarreling and crying, and the grown-ups stopped scolding all day. With no hooting, everyone stopped tossing, turning, and groaning, and slept peacefully all night. The next morning, Mama awoke refreshed. "Isn't this lovely? We have so much more space in our hale now." Papa nodded. "I must go thank Tutu for helping us," he said. "She is indeed very wise." And off he went to see Tutu one more time.